Hey, how's it going, guys? Today this is going to be more of a talking video than doing something video. So in this video I want to talk about some antiques that I bought because I love buying antiques and I love going antiquing. And the second thing is I want to show you guys what knives I've been working on off camera, because I've been doing a lot of that just to get a better feel of making knives without having to go back to the camera every time to make sure I'm getting the right shot. And that's been actually helping out quite a bit. So I'm just straight focused on knives and not coming back and forth to the camera. So eventually, when I got the knife making down a lot better, then the camera work and a mix of doing both will be a lot easier. Because I felt like doing knife work while filming was pulling me back. So I'm getting better at the knife making. So I'm hoping to be a little more efficient with blade making. So first things first, I'm going to start off with some antiques that I bought because I love buying antiques. So the first thing is this little tool chest I found. Pretty neat little thing. I do want to do a restoration on it because it is super hard to pull out the drawers, but it is super awesome though. I'm going to use this for my leather working tools because they're just everywhere. Right now I'm putting all the knives on this toolbox to show you guys because it is a mess down here. This is my living room slash office slash storage slash leather working area. So I'm really trying to get it to be more efficient because I do not have a lot of room. But anyways, back to the toolbox. It is missing the latches, so that's kind of unfortunate, but the drawer pulls are all still there. But let's take a look inside because that is super easy to get into. Oh, I didn't notice that, but it is missing a chain. Oh, nope, it's not. It's just supposed to be one chain apparently, because there's no holes over there where there would be this chain hardware. Okay, that's interesting, but it looks like there was some stuff there. I saw that the first time. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was there, but it functions great and it's going to do what I need it to do. So that's all that matters. So what I'm thinking for a restoration with this is bluing all the hardware, and I like the patina on the wood, but I want to clean it up. So I'm unsure what I want to do with the wood yet. It's just the hardware just doesn't look right. Other than that, it's great. I'm gonna see if I can make some wow, that's the first time the drawer came out nicely. It's a little harder to put in, but so yeah, that's the toolbox. And the other antique I want to show you that I got this past weekend is paper cutter. Now this is something I've been wanting to get for quite some time. And the reason I've been wanting to get one of these for a while is because cutting sandpaper, like measuring the width of it, then cutting it with a pair of scissors and doing it like 100 times, got really time consuming and annoying. So now that I got this, I can use it to cut my sandpaper. And it still cuts pretty well. So, watch it not work. Oh, see? Works great still. When it's just small, shorter pieces, not so much. It'll cut and then it'll leave a little bit not cut. I find to help with that, go faster and it cuts a little better. Oh, well, that was worse. And once it's not cut, try again, it will not cut. So something about it cutting is kind of satisfying. But yes, super nice. You got the measuring, the ruler there, and just a pull down. Super tight. So I am going to clean up the metal a little bit. Another project I can put on video. So those are the two antiques that I got this past weekend. Anyways, let's move on to the knives. So I got probably about 10 knives to show you guys, but I'm going to start with the 3 that have already been on the channel. This one's been on a short, this one I did a full video on why I wouldn't sell it, and this one was also on a short. Now, this was just a simple blacksmithing knife. Awesome, super fun to make. Learned a lot on sharpening on that one because I felt a little more, I didn't really care if I ruined it or not, and I really perfected my sharpening skills on the grinder with that knife. So I am super happy with that, because that just improved the sharpening on this knife. I tidied this knife up, polished it and everything. Someone was going to buy it, but he backed down. So that was disappointing. I don't know. Yeah, I showed this one. Yeah, so this is what it's looking like. Got a wax finish on it. Polished it all up. So this one will probably go up for sale. And I can't tell you where just yet. It's something I am working on to sell my knives. So, and then this one, multi-part handle. I'm super thrilled with this one, but also super not thrilled with this one. And if you watched that video, then you know why. If not, go back a video. I think it was the last video I did. You can check that out in that video, why I wouldn't sell this knife. Something else I'm going to do with this knife, because it was an experimental knife, the handle especially. The sheath, I'm going to experiment with the sheath as well. Since the knife was already experimental, the sheath, I'm going to try an inlay kind of thing in here. I have some alligator skin. I do believe it's fake. I'm not sure. I got it out of a scrap bin, so I'm not 100% sure. I want to say it's fake. But I'm going to do an inlay with alligator skin. It's kind of whitish, so I don't care if it's fake or not, because this knife will either be given away or sold to a friend, or just sit in my toolbox or something, which would be kind of sad. But anyways, that's what's happening with these 3 knives. I'll probably end up selling this one as well. So these 2 will probably come up for sale, and I will tell you guys when it's ready. I've got a couple places that I'm working on to get selling knives ready. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so these are 3 railway spike knives I worked on. I don't know, like 6 months ago. I wanted to give it a try. Forged out 3 of them. Just did the twist on them. I didn't just want them sitting around, so I decided to make a sheath for them, and I tried something new. Was instead of stitching, I just did all rivets. The spacing is not the greatest, but it worked. It was something new. And then the other thing I did with this sheath was wet molding them. It's wet molded. It's not coming out. See, I'm not grabbing onto it. It's not coming. That was a fun little experiment I did, and I'll probably put these ones up for sale too. Alright, so this is the most recent one I made, and I'm super excited about this one. I just wanted to try to make a really small knife, and it turned out fantastic. Probably the best knife I made since taking the course. And it just looks super awesome. I made it from ladder Damascus bar, but it didn't turn out the greatest. A few things happened with the Damascus. I didn't forge it to finish as much as I should have, so then I ground too much into it and you don't see the ladder anymore. And then I put it in the coffee edge, and something really weird happened to it. I think it was because the coffee was too old. Oh, sorry, that was out of frame for a minute. So, and then it left just kind of streaks all over. It looked kind of cool, but it messed with the Damascus pattern, which you can still see. I thought I sanded that out, so maybe what? My polishing wheel was kind of messed up, so that could be, all those speckles on there could be from polishing wheel. So that's kind of, I'll have to repolish it. I didn't notice that on this side too. But super cool knife. 3 fingers, Feels pretty good like that. If you have a small hand, it's perfect. I don't have a small hand, but 4 fingers, I put a groove in there for your 4th finger. Feels pretty good. A few things I would change about it is I would make this groove a little lower. I'd bring the blade down a little lower as well, because now that your finger's here, you can't really cut with that section. You're just mostly cutting with this section. So I bring that down more. The fit up was a lot better than what I've been doing in the past. This is one of the things I've been struggling with the most, was getting no gapping between the guard and the blade, the tang area, and no gapping going this way as well. So this is one of the best fit ups I had since I've taken the course. So I think this is just a cool little knife. The shape of it, the curves look awesome. Just curve up, and it's kind of curved out here, and then a little bit of curve here, and then the curvature of the finger in there. That I think it's beautiful. I liked it so much, I'm already working on a second one. It's actually not much to look at right now, obviously, but I did forge it more to the finish. It's a lot thicker back here. I forged it down to the edge, not quite down to the edge, but so it is a little bit bigger, so that'll probably help a lot. If you guys made it this far into the video listening to me blab about the knives, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope to be able to start filming more knives that I've been working on so that things are a little bit more efficient. It'll be super cool. I'm also super excited to show you antiques that I'm going to be picking up, and I will be having a big update video. Super excited about that, about the channel, and about some other things as well. So I hope you guys have a great evening, morning, whatever, wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.